Großmeister René, erzähl uns noch ein bisschen was über die Entwicklung des Latosa Escrima in Europa.
When I was in the U.S. Air Force, I was stationed in England. And when I was stationed in England, I was able to introduce the Filipino martial arts to Europe. I was the first one to bring it here, first one to have it publicized in magazines throughout Europe. I was the first one to have the system published in a book, both in English and German, and then shortly after there was one in Spanish. So what I did when I first came here was I went to basically all the schools I could in London and told them about what I did and showed them a little demo of what I did and asked them to get a stick and hit me. And with that I didn't have anybody to practice with, so I used that as my practice point. I just let anybody, and whoever hit me. And my goal was to not lose. And I felt that if I lost, if I failed, if I allowed someone to get in, to make a move on me, to actually hit me, then I failed. I failed my agenda to bring the martial arts of the Philippines to Europe and spread it as far as I could throughout the world. So with that, I started working with some individuals in England, and then we took it to Germany, and in Germany, martial arts was really just in its infancy to grow from the normal martial arts that were well known, karate, jiu-jitsu, judo, into areas where nobody has ever, few have seen the martial arts come from Chinese, the Filipinos, from Malaysia, from India, from Africa, from all these different places that the new arts were coming from. And so I was able to bring the art of the Philippines to Europe and England and Germany and then different places. And so here in Europe is where I kind of had to stifle myself a little bit and hinder the growth of the art itself, because I had was working in the world of trying to get it exposed. So I had to work in this area of commercialism. So I had to basically write programs of how to teach it, how to do grades and make it work that way. Comparable on the lines of where everybody was comfortable with it in the martial arts. Everybody in the Japanese arts, the Chinese arts, everything had grading levels. The Filipino arts didn't have grading levels. You were either okay or good. You either won or you lost. But I basically put standards in. Very similar to any educational system. They have standards, they have goals, and they meet it, and there they are. But as I developed the system further and further and further, I really was starting to get away from the gradings and the programs and looking at the people per se as how they looked, how they moved, and correcting them and making them a better martial artist and building their interest in the martial arts. So I leave all the grading to the individuals who run the schools or run the clubs or teach the art. So all the gradings go to them, let them grade it, because I'm confident in the people that I leave in place that they know where these people, where the students should be grading, where they should be further up, and how they go on. I come along and I teach concepts. I rarely teach a technique, and I teach a concept so they can take the techniques and make what they do more efficient, more effective, self-test, self-develop, and make themselves a martial artist with no limits. Allow them the freedom, allow them to validate what they do. Because anybody does and what everybody moves like, I feel they're all the same. It's just at different levels.